For almost 3 decades, it has remained one of the world's most notorious unsolved celebrity murders. But now, law enforcement officials in the U.S. are hopeful they'll finally get to the truth of what happened to rapper Tupac Shakur in September 1996, thanks, they say, to the arrogance of the man they believe orchestrated the killing. Duane Keefe D Davis is currently awaiting trial after pleading not guilty to the murder. Shakur was gunned down in Las Vegas on September 7, 1996, and died 6 days later. Incredibly, Davis, a former gang leader, confessed to being the shot caller to two separate police forces in 2008. However, his admissions with an LAPD gang task force and Las Vegas Metro detectives were made under prosecution immunity, known as a proffer deal. Now, Las Vegas District Attorney Steve Wolfson has confirmed to the Mirror that Davis' own public comments, not protected by the proffer, revived the investigation. A Nevada grand jury indicted him on one count of murder with a deadly weapon, with a trial now set for March 2025. Former LAPD detective Greg Kading, who himself wrote about the investigation in a book, was a key figure in the task force, and the first cop to hear Davis' confession. In a shock twist, prosecutors have entered that police interview tape into evidence, stating that Davis broke the immunity deal by speaking in public about the killing. Speaking exclusively to the Mirror, Kading said, "If Keefe had not spoken to media or written his book, this case would remain cold and no prosecution likely. But this is what happens when you combine arrogance and ignorance. The result is you turn out to be the village idiot." Keefe is the guy who believes himself to be the smartest guy in the room, but turned out to be an idiot. In black and white in his memoir, he admits involvement and knowledge about Tupac's killing. He profited from that infamy and had a sense of confidence he'd escape prosecution the more he spoke and profited from his notoriety. He once was considered a demigod in the gangster world, now see him as a foolish snitch. The proffer tape is key evidence and damning. It's very vindicating because when we got the information, although we were excited about finally getting to the truth of the matter, the fact that it's still taken over a decade for the value of that to be fully recognized. With his media appearances, I cannot think of any case in American crime history where a murderer confesses to a crime many times and feels he will stay free. It is just overdue justice, but better late than never. Davis lawyer Carl Arnold has called his own client a liar, who made up his confessions for fame and fortune. He is currently in protective custody at the Clark County Detention Center, as he has not met Judge Carly Kearney's standards for his $750,000 bail. During heated exchanges in pretrial court hearings, the 61-year-old has verbally attacked prosecutors and alleged police beat him up behind bars. In another outburst, he interrupted the court to dispute the validity of evidence shared by Kading. The retired officer shrugged his shoulders, saying, "I never dealt with Keefe in any kind of underhanded, manipulative way. Everything was always very straightforward and clear. And when he took it upon himself to go out and start publicly boasting about Tupac, he sank his own ship. He created his problems. I have no vendetta against him. It's not my job to protect Keefe from his own stupidity." Kading may be a witness in the trial, which is set for March 17, 2025. Prosecutor and Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark DiGiacomo confirmed in court papers the proffer agreement tape is vital to their case. DiGiacomo wrote, "If defendant's position is that his statements are all lies, then his proffer would certainly be admissible at trial." During the recording, Keefe spoke on how he procured a weapon for the kill and drove with Gangster in a white Cadillac hunting for the star. He told how his interview was gonna blow your mother ******ing mind, and claimed his nephew Orlando Anderson fired the Glock that killed Shakur. Anderson was killed in a 1998 gang shootout. In the tape, Davis is also heard saying that had the car pulled up alongside the 90s rap star on his right side of the vehicle, then he would have fired on him. "If he would have been on my side, I would have blast." Keefe detailed the escape from potential law enforcement. After the shooting at a red light junction of East Flamingo and Covell Lane, Keefe claimed that they sped away, dumping the car parking lot. Davis, with his three associates Terrence Bubble Up Brown, Driver, and Orlando Baby Lane Anderson and Deandre Dre Smith, stated he walked up to Las Vegas Boulevard as they planned to party at the Monte Carlo Hotel. However, in that time frame, Suge Knight, co-founder of Death Row Records, had sped his BMW up East Harmon Avenue, stopping in the intersection of Las Vegas Boulevard with dying Shakur.